Yo, what is up guys? Anthony here, back with another Destiny Child video here on the channel. And in today's Destiny Child video, everyone, we're going to be summoning for the newest 5-star dark type supporter units, Phantom Thief Lupin. As you can see, we actually did pull for a copy of her already. Now, I did not summon on her guaranteed upon summoning, as I did want to save it for the channel, but I did manage to go in a little bit on her solo pickup just so I could get the initial copy and start the world boss grind already. So there she is, featured up on the screen already in her After Awakening costume, and of course in one of her voice lines that she does feature after being awakened. Now, of course, before we do dive into the summons, everyone, let's check out the archive and we'll overview her skill set fairly quickly and her drive skill as well. All right, everyone, here we are in the archive. As you can see, Vanguard Lupin featured on the screen right now. Dark type supporter units as mentioned already, and of course her After Awakening costume as you guys have already seen. Now, as for her skill set, we do have the tap skill here, Notice of a Crime, rank 1, level 1 out of 10, deal 391 damage, 70% chance to grant awakening, crits damage increased by 30%, and slide skill damage increased by number of buffs to 2 allies, attackers, for 15 seconds, and a 70% chance to nullify stun and smite for 2 allies, highest HP for 8 seconds long. As for the slide skill here, tonight's target, rank 1, level 1 out of 10, deals 719 damage to 2 random enemies, crits rate plus 48%, and crit attack damage plus 45% for 3 allies, attackers, for 2 turns. On world bosses, increase slide skill final blow by 50% for 5 dark type allies, attackers. As for the drive skill here, Identity Paradox, deal 1858 damage to 3 random enemies, tap skill final blow plus 80% for 5 allies, attackers, for 20 seconds. On world bosses, grants offensive stance. Only childs with this buff can use fever attacks in fever mode to 5 dark type allies, attackers. As for the leader buff here, we do have crits rate plus 20% for dark type allies. On world bosses, added crit damage plus 40%. So overall, a very strong kit. She will be a staple unit for all events, majority of the events going forward. As you can see, she is very strong, and she actually does outclass our current crit buffer, Pantheon. So unfortunately, he is being overpowered by Lupin. But of course, it does happen to characters, as of course more are being introduced. But there she is, Lupin, featured on the screen. Now, before we do dive into the summons, let's check out the drive skill preview before we do dive into the guaranteed upon summoning. Alright, so there was the drive skill. Overall, I do like it a ton. I actually seen it for the first time earlier on in my first world boss run. So a very nice drive skill for herself. And let's dive into the summons tab and check out her guaranteed upon summoning. All right, everyone, so here we are in the guaranteed upon summoning, of course, for Phantom Thief Lupin. 15 out of 15 summons available, and we do have 34,000 crystals to spare. Now, of course, we also do have the guaranteed upon summoning for Hasty Ophois. If you guys do need more copies of her, I definitely suggest to summon for her, as of course she is a very strong dark type attacker unit, and of course she is the boost child for the current event as well. So make sure you do summon up some copies of Ophois and of course Lupin as well. So let's get started here with the first multi-summon, hoping for Lupin early on, mostly hoping for her before the 6th multi-summon, as of course the 5th multi-summon will grant us the spa skin. Now, we do have a 4 to 5 star unit here already, and we do have a delightful EOS. So unfortunately, not the Lupin to start it off here for the first 4 to 5 star character, but of course we do have a decent amount of crystals to spare for Lupin, so hopefully we can manage to summon her up early on and even within our crystal amounts. Now, I would love if we did manage to summon multiple copies for Lupin, as she is very top tier for the supporter category. Now, I am contemplating on just tossing her into the HOR and uncapping her that way, but we'll have to wait and see how the summons go. And if we do manage to get a decent amount of copies within our crystal amounts, then I probably won't HOR for her, since we can just pull for her with some crystals. Now we do have her here actually on the second multi-summon. There she is, Phantom Thief Lupin. Now we do have a decent chance for an additional copy, as she was pulled in the first slot, but nonetheless, there she is, Phantom Thief Lupin. Where there's phantoms, there's treasure. Oops, was that catchphrase bad? So there is her bio from when you do summon her up. As you can see, dark type supporter Lupin featured on the screen right now. So very happy we did manage to summon her up right there. Now we do have a 4 to 5 star yet again. Unfortunately, not the Lupin. I would love an additional copy, but we did pull an unknown. I do love unknown. Her art is very cute and spooky, but let's see if we can manage to snag an additional copy here throughout the remainder of the summon. Of course, with the guaranteed upon summonings, upon summoning the 5-star units, the banner does go away. Now we do have a 4 to 5 star here yet again, the fake hat trick. Unfortunately, no Lupin. Now let's try a skip here and see if we can manage to get the star to pop up yet again. And no, unfortunately we don't get the additional copy of Lupin on her guaranteed upon summoning, but there she is, the initial copy, of course, of the summon here on the second multi-pull. So very happy to have pulled her here on the second pull. Overall, a +1 uncapped for myself, and we'll see where the summons do take us in the future. Not sure if I'll summon on her solo pickup banner, because the rates, of course, 1% for the featured child, so kind of shaky on those summons, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll come back and summon on her solo pickup here on the channel. Alright everyone, so before we do end this video off, I actually did want to show myself uncapping Lupin and of course leveling up her skill set. So there she is in the child inventory. We do have the uncapped that we did pull earlier on in the video. So there she is at a +1 status, and of course we actually do receive a 3 to 5 star 10-time summoning ticket, so it wouldn't hurt to open it up in this video as well. But here she is with her skill set. I actually did not level it up at all before doing my initial world boss run, so that was a mistake on my part. But here she is, a rank 2 level 10 stats. Of course, as you can see, plus 60% stats here now. And of course, we do have the plus 54.1% as well. Now we'll level up her tap skill. I'm not sure if we will use it, but I do want to level it up regardless. But there it is. Of course, it does help with the stun and smite for the world boss trial. And of course, there she is overall at a +1 status. Alright everyone, here in the item inventory, let's see if we can manage to snag a 5-star out of this 3 to 5 star 10-time summoning ticket. Unfortunately, the rates are very low on this ticket, but you know, anything can happen. Now we don't have a 5-star here, but we do have a decent amount of 4-star characters that we can actually just use for evolution material or some onyx. Alright everyone, so that'll do it for today's Destiny Child video here on the channel, and of course our summons for Phantom Thief Lupin on her guaranteed upon summoning. Of course, we did manage to pull her on our second multi, of course in the first slot, so we did get fairly lucky on her guaranteed upon summoning here on the channel. Now make sure to let me know in the comment section below how your summons did go for Lupin. Of course, did you guys decide to go all out for her, as of course she's a very strong character. Of course, as well, make sure to let me know how your summons did go for Hasty Ophoid alongside Lupin. But before you go, if you did enjoy today's Destiny Child video, make sure to leave a like on this one, and of course if you haven't yet done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys would like to be notified for more of the Destiny Child global content here on the channel. Now with all of that being said, I'll see you all in the next Destiny Child video. As always, thank you all so much for watching.